Hello, everybody. Welcome to a new episode of Between the Ropes. I am your host. My name is Kristie Wilson, and this should definitely be definitely one of those interesting shows. So, just so you know, yep, I got that going on down below, and also, just so you know, you can follow, of course, Between the Ropes on the social media accounts at BTRETB. And then, of course, you want to follow ETB Network in general. Check out all of our awesome programming like Gridiron Gridlock with Trevor Williams that was on earlier today. Check the replay, check all of it. Go to youtube.com/ETB Network. Now, I'm going to get into the show today. Yes, let's get into it. I'm going to recap Saturday night's main event, and I'm going to get into a couple of things here. We're going to start with one of the big matches, of course, was Cody Rhodes versus Obafemi. No title on the line, bragging rights. I think this was Cody wanting to test Obafemi to see if he could, hack it on the main roster. And Obafemi did. I mean, I think Cody put Obafemi over. The bad part about it was the ending. It seems the feud between Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre is not over yet. Definitely is not at all over. That is for sure a certainty right there. So we got all of that going on. So it's one of those things. I don't know what to say about it. I think McIntyre's presence in this was necessary. Honestly, no. But what do I know? You know what I mean? What do I know? I just was one of those people. But yeah, this led into what happened Friday on SmackDown, where right now it looks like January 5th is where Cody's going to have to put that title on the line against Drew McIntyre, the 1 year anniversary of Raw on Netflix. So that's just one of those things. I mean, honestly, like, I can't see Cody losing that title. And after the promo he cut on Nick Aldis, yeah, I don't see him losing that championship at all. I really don't. I really, really don't. The other biggest problem is that I'm still staying on the whole Cody Drew thing because that's really got my attention right now. Is the stipulations they can't touch each other. They can't beat the crap out of each other. They can't go into each other's houses to kill each other. Cody can't go into Drew's house to scare his cats or anything. Sorry. Had to bring that up. But yeah, we got that. Now we're gonna get to the next match. Sol Ruca versus Bailey. I said if Sol Ruca won, this would be a boost to her confidence. I really think it is because as a result, she's going to challenge Chelsea Green for that United States title. But what if Sol Ruca wins and she has to face Julia, who wants get her hands on that women's U.S. title herself? We shall see. We shall definitely see on that one. But Sol Ruca, great job. No Zarya heel turn. I did say I don't think that's going to happen, and it didn't. It really did not happen. So it's all of that. Tag team match. I mean, great tag team match with Javon Evans and TNA X Division champion Leon Slater versus the World Tag Team champions Dragon Lee and the phenomenal AJ Styles. Great match. A lot of John Cena tributes going around, and it was just a fun match, and good for them. There doesn't need to be there didn't need to be a title on the line, and that's all cool. It's definitely all cool. Now, the big match, of course, John Cena versus Gunther. This caused a massive, massive amount of anger amongst the fans. And the one thing that got to me about that one was the fact that the kind of and this is immediately going to segue into it. If Gunther beat John Cena, I think a lot of us said they would. I was kind of me personally, I was hoping against hope that excuse me, please. Oh, excuse me. That Cena would end his WWE career on a high note with a victory. No, Gunther got him to tap out, and I'm going to segue into this is segueing into the next topic is, of course, the aftermath of this match. I mean, say what you want about Gunther. Did he deserve the kind of hate that he got? I mean, he literally had to walk out of the arena in Washington, D.C. under tighter security. I mean, let's face it, Gunther retired Goldberg, and I know there's not a lot of not everyone's a Goldberg fan, but you can't help but feel sorry for Gunther. Gunther just getting massive amount of hate, and the Cena fans just literally just a lot of them were like screaming at him and everything like that. And this poor guy just wanted to get out of there, go home to his wife and child, and just leave it at that. But he did show up on Monday Night Raw. I'm sure some people are like, oh, the nerve of this guy. And he mocked Cena. He cut a promo and then he did that. And now it looks like, and I'm hoping to God WWE doesn't do this because this guy deserves way better than what could potentially be is don't have Gunther be the one to retire AJ Styles. We're going into 2026 and AJ's the next guy who's gonna, hang up the wrestling boots and retire the gear and everything. And I don't want Gunther to be the one constantly retiring legends because you don't want him to get too cocky. You don't want him to get too arrogant. You don't want him to think, oh, put any legend in front of me. I'll just retire his sorry ass. That's not fair. And AJ Styles has had an incredible career for over 20 plus years. This guy, AJ made his name, like I've said in many episodes when I've talked about him, started his name in, started making a name for himself in Tina. Yes, this is Baja Blast Mountain Dew. ETB would like a sponsorship. So get that in there. Sorry, I had the drink, was gonna drink it, and then I got distracted. Okay. Well, like I said, AJ Styles is the next guy who's gonna retire. Do I want Gunther to be the one? No, absolutely friggin' not. I don't want Gunther to be this guy who's just gonna go take every legend and retire him just because of this cocky, insanely arrogant individual. I can't stand those type of. I know he's a heel. And I get that. Before anyone decides to start ripping me a new one, I get it. He's a heel. He is a heel, and he's doing his job. Sure, he's super cool away from the cameras and everything like that. Probably insanely well respected. But this just doesn't feel right. Seeing him retire Gunther, putting him in the sleeper hold, and Cena does this. Everyone's. I mean, it's not fair. It just is not fair at all. I hated it. In the aftermath, I feel bad that there were some immature, dumbass Cena fans going out there just yelling at Gunther and everything. And I'm sure he's avoided looking at his social media, like his Twitter, his Instagram, you name it. You name it. It's just, believe me, I think it's pretty sad if I'm being honest. But I'm gonna get off the sad stuff because for reasons I'm not going to get into, I'm going to get away from the sad stuff. We're going to go to another really cool topic, the dates and locations for these two AEW pay-per-views, AEW Revolution and AEW Dynasty here in the lovely banner, have been revealed. March 15th, 2026 for AEW Revolution in Los Angeles at a crypto.com arena. Tony Khan, there is a shiny, beautiful new arena for you to use. I'm sure the owner of the Los Angeles Clippers, Mr. Steve Ballmer, would have no issue with you using the Intuit Dome for AEW Revolution. But if you want to use crypto.com arena, or as a lot of us who remember those years of Shaq and Kobe, the Staples Center. Go ahead. Go right ahead. It's not my problem. But yeah, that's going to be heading up. And then April 12th in Vancouver, Canada. This one, I couldn't believe it. AEW Dynasty at Rogers Arena in Vancouver, Canada on April 12th. This is going to be pretty friggin' insane. And I got to make sure I got that right. Good thing I got an iPad here with the Notes app. You check it out. I know I'm cheating. I am cheating. I apologize. I know I got it in here somewhere. Where'd you go? Oh, right here at the bottom. Yeah, April 12th, 2026 for AEW Dynasty. So have those dates marked. It's about a month apart. Do I like that? Kind of not really. Not a big fan of it, but what can you really do about it? But I'm glad. I know Vancouver, I think, had a WWE event, and I'm sure the city of Vancouver would have loved a bigger event like WrestleMania. That honestly would have been way nicer if you ask me. But no, I'm super stoked about this. AEW Revolution, the first pay-per-view of the year for this company. Always an interesting one. It's always an interesting one. Dynasty also just as cool as well. So we'll see on that one. Now I'm gonna do something here. I gotta give a shout out to somebody. So I'm gonna do something really cool. So I'm going to do a little something. I'm going to give a shout out to, yeah, he is him, Carmelo Hayes. This guy, if you watched SmackDown last night, I mean, he and Ilya Dragunov, I really, really sincerely hope that he and Ilya Dragunov at least team up or something like that, but they in the future, because they teamed up last night on SmackDown. Great job against DIY. So yes, Carmelo, when you shoot, you don't miss. If you have to go up against the Miz and kick his ass in order for him to get the point that you just don't want anything to do with him anymore, you really never needed him in the first place. Thank you. You get a shout out. Thank you, Carmelo Hayes. Now, this one I'm gonna go a bit out of order from what if you watch earlier today at 2:30 Eastern, 12:30 Mountain Standard Time, AEW Collision. This was taped, I think, about 3 days ago, and it did air on tape delay here in the States on HBO Max and TNT because of the time difference between wherever you live in the United States and England. Specific time, I think, is about 8 hours. Mountain time is about 7. Great. Ooh, pardon me. Great episodes. Really, really good. I mean, one of the main event was a Continental Classic match between Kevin the Jet Knight and the Rainmaker Kanuchika Okada. Kevin Knight won. I'm so happy for him. I mean, yes, now his friend and tag team partner, Speedball Mike Bailey, now has the inevitable task going up against Okada himself on Dynamite. But great match. I mean, it is starting to kind of look as though Okada might lose the Continental Classic, even though he is a great tournament wrestler. He's won the G1 in Japan and New Japan Pro Wrestling. He's done pretty much everything. I mean, he doesn't need to win this tournament. I really don't. And I haven't been recapping it, but there's so much going on with this tournament. It seems to go like this. So there's that. You had some pretty good matches to start it off. The big match, and these were spoilers. I try not to read the spoilers. I would rather see how the matches go. I didn't see spoilers about the Continental Classic. There was another Continental Classic match, of course. Speedball Mike Bailey and Jungle Jack Perry. Perry being the substitute for an injured Darby Allin. Darby Allin, what does he do after he's being told you're not medically cleared? You go to Sweden and you put yourself in freezing cold water, 2 degrees below zero. Dude, Darby, I love you, man, but holy shit, you are crazy. Huh? I saw the picture and he's looking like this. I'm like, dude, there is a place where you can be monitored carefully by a doctor when you do kind of like these cold plunges to kind of help with healing and everything like that. I get it. I 100% get it. But you go to Sweden to do that? Oh, God, man. But no, nice job by Jack Perry. He and Speedball Mike Bailey had a really good match. Jack Perry won. His buddy Luchasaurus comes in with a Santa hat and some presents. So, he was in the Christmas spirit. So that was great. The big match that I think had a lot of people talking was the Rev Pro Undisputed Women's Championship. These are 2 belts. I guess you could say they're unified. This is what I get for not knowing anything about Rev Pro Wrestling. I'm such an idiot on that one. But no, it was Mercedes Moné made the decision to do an open challenge. And the fiance of this man, yeah, this is Will Ospreay. I'll flip this box around. There he is. There's the aerial assassin. Alex Windsor, an established, accomplished wrestler in her own right, answered the open challenge. Really good match, and Alex Windsor is your Rev Pro Undisputed Women's Champion. The downfall of Mercedes continues. I will acknowledge this super sweet moment between Alex Windsor and her son. Oh, my heart, my heart, my my heart. Oh God, that was so sweet. Her son is so cute, the cute little guy. But congratulations to Alex Windsor, your new Rev Pro Undisputed Women's Champion. Bravo. You gotta love it. You absolutely gotta love it. Now, another thing ended up coming up. I'm going to keep going on the AEW route before I switch gears a little bit here. There you go. Sports Illustrated hit at the Wrestling Awards. AEW just flipping dominated. And I'm honestly shocked because I know people like to basically kind of bitch and moan. Tribalism is unfortunately alive and well, and I absolutely despise it with every ounce of who I am as a wrestling fan. I watch WWE and AEW. Each brings something unique, each brings something different to the table, and I love it. And people saying you got to like one or the other, I don't believe that. Not one bit. And I'm trying not to preach to the choir here, but I'm going to get to SI's Pro Wrestling Awards for 2025. So here you go. The Men's Wrestler of the Year, of course, Hangman Adam Page, well deserved. I mean, you end up, and he also won again Rivalry of the Year with John Moxley and Story of the Year, which was his redemption arc, leading to him beating Mox at All In for that AEW World Title and taking it out of that friggin' briefcase. Like finally, some really great other stuff. AEW winning Promotion of the Year, Show of the Year was AEW's Double or Nothing. You got the comeback, of course, best on the mic, Tony Storm. You know, I mean, she is great. She did say to Mercedes, "We will raise a glass and then we'll wax your ass." She's so good, and I love how she's so into that her character. It's incredible. Mercedes Moné winning Women's Wrestler of the Year. Understandable. She made Pro Wrestling Illustrated's 250 list at number 1 with Tony Storm at number 2. I covered that before in a previous episode, so there's that. Breakout Star of the Year, well deserved for Kyle Fletcher. You know, yeah, I would like to see him out of the Don Callis family because I think once he gets away from them, I really think Kyle will be able to shine and really show what he can do, whether it's teaming up with Mark Davis to reform Aussie Open or on his own. He's equally good both as a tag team wrestler and a singles competitor. And Breakout Star of the Year, so well deserved. I'm happy for him on that one. Best in ring, of course, I showed you the action figure I have on my desk of, yep, flip it around. There's Mr. Will Ospreay, the aerial assassin. And he was doing incredibly well before he had to reveal that he had to undergo neck surgery. I'm sure he was backstage just ecstatic over his lovely fiance, Miss Alex Windsor, beating Mercedes Moné for the Rev Pro Undisputed Women's World Title, which was sensational. Also FTR winning Tag Team of the Year. I mean, yes, yeah. I mean, the heel turn they did, I think, really was pivotal in them winning this honor. So I think it's just been they've really been really showing off. I mean, I don't think they need Stokely Hathaway in there as a manager. They're Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler are just equally capable on their own of cutting promos. They don't need the extra person like grabbing at your ankle or shit like that. So you don't need that. And also, if you're wondering, did WWE win? And yeah, you got comeback performer of the year for Ilya Dragunov. 2025 Legacy Award was John Cena. Well deserved. Match of the year was Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair, and heel turn of the year was Naomi. Proceed with caution, people. There is all of that. And I did mention WWE winning some awards, so I'm going to go back into WWE. Yeah, we had an NXT Women's North American title match this past Tuesday on NXT. Blake Monroe put the title on the line against the woman who answered her open challenge, pardon me, the week before, and that was Thea Hale. Well, it ended up with a match. Something really strange happened. Thea hit, I think it was a senton, jumped off the rope, landed on Blake's chest, sternum area, supposedly knocked the wind out of her, pinned her, and when the ref hit 3, that's when Blake Monroe lifted her shoulder up, but I think it was already too late. There's just so much controversy and confusion over this because yes, Thea Hale is your new NXT Women's North American Champion, and the look on Blake Monroe's face, she looked angry, she looked confused, and then I kind of got the impression it was starting to turn to anger, like she really could not believe this had happened. She had won it at Halloween Havoc, was probably going to have a really long run with it. This whole situation kind of effed up a lot of creative decisions, everything, because this was supposed to be, I think it was supposed to be a match where Thea Hale was supposed to lose this and then get to the back of the line and then see what happens from here on out. But now everyone's going, wait a minute, didn't her shoulder get up before the ref's hand hit 3? I've watched the clip multiple times, and I'm sure someone, any one of you out there in the comments, leave a comment in the comment section to like, what did you see? Like, did you notice anything unusual during that whole ending of that match? I'm not. I mean, I watched it, and the ref did exactly what he was supposed to do. He counted to 3. It just seemed like Blake Monroe, like I said, had, all of Thea's body weight landed on her chest sternum area, and she was the wind knocked out of her. And by the time she got that shoulder up, no, it she didn't get it up in time. She didn't kick out in time. So unfortunately, for anyone who's a Blake Monroe fan, this is what it is. This is what it is. There's just no. You have a new NXT Women's North American Champion, and I think I've given my opinion on that one. So I'm gonna go into the next thing. Ironically, without knowing all the information beforehand, but yes, Thea Hale is my wrestler of the week. This gal, she did the independent stuff, did a couple of matches on AEW Dark. I think those matches, you can find AEW Dark on YouTube. You have to look it up. Showed promise, goes to WWE, gets put in the Chase U stable with Andre Chase and various others. She starts showing potential, like the Kimura lock she does in submission. If done right, this thing will break your arm, pretty much. But she's the definition of things come in small packages. I have one friend actually nickname her Scrappy Doo because she's so high energy and it seemed like she drank way too many Monster Energy drinks and she's running around bug-eyed and everything like that. She's I think she's definitely got star potential. I really think she does. And the fact that earlier in this year she teamed up with I'm going to say his name and I don't think he's going to show up, Joe Hendry, and they challenged Ethan Page and Chelsea Green for the AAA mixed tag team titles. I mean, I had no idea I needed those two to team up, but I'm glad they did. And I think working with him, I think she's definitely gotten a little bit more of a confidence boost. But yeah, answered Blake Monroe's open challenge, put Blake in the Kimura lock. No match happened. I mean, I think Thea Hale just jumped the gun, ran out there, and just I gotta be honest. I mean, she's definitely a Spitfire. But I personally think she deserved this. She deserved a moment. Would I like to see her have a nice lengthy title reign? You know what? That's not up to me. I wish it was. I really wish it was. So, but Thea Hale, yes, is my wrestler of the week. Congratulations, Miss Thea. There you go. Now, this is where this is the point of the show where I wonder to myself, should I or shouldn't I? I think about it all week. Who am I going to roast? Who's pissing me off? I had one person in mind, but then I had one person in mind. He did this on XT. Ricky Saints was going to be part of the roast a wrestler segment, and then I thought, you know what? I kind of don't. I'm like, you know what? I'll get to him some other time. We know all about the heel turn. We all know he attacked Javon Evans. We know he's a jealous a-hole who thinks Javon jumped to the front of the line to face Obafemi. I get it. I also don't care about that as far as I'm concerned. So the more I thought about it, the more I realized I should probably go after someone else. And it turns out, again, someone is in the Roast a Wrestler segment for the second time in the very short history of this program. Here it is. Yep. She did it again. Nikki Bella. Oh, God. You woman, I swear to God, you are irritating the shit out of me right now. I mean, what the hell are you doing? On Monday Night Raw, Stephanie Vaquer and Raquel Rodriguez were having a women's world title match. when you decided to fuck everything up and you tagged both of them. I get it. You want that women's world title? But guess what, bitch? You lost when you faced off against Stephanie. You should have gone to the back of the line. Or do you think because you're a WWE Hall of Famer, you think that gives you the right to cut in front of everybody and tell people, no, I'm coming for what I want. I don't give a fuck. And Raquel Rodriguez, if you saw the video and she moved her hand away, that woman had an egg on her forehead. An egg. Because you attacked her, you nasty bitch. And Raquel warned you, stay out of her business. You just decided you didn't care. You're like, well, I can do whatever I want. I'm going to be straightforward here. Nikki, I roasted you before because you fucked up. You're now seriously fucking up more. Yeah. You want a rematch? You're going to get it January 5th, 1-year anniversary of Raw on Netflix. Okay, fine. You got it. Heck, put Raquel Rodriguez in there. We can make it a triple threat. We can make it even 10 times more interesting. You do it that way. That would be great. Here's the other problem. Just because you are a WWE Hall of Famer doesn't mean shit. Okay? You had your chance against Becky, you lost. You had your chance against, oh, by the way, Becky Lynch, shut the fuck up, bitch. Keep crashing out, and again, you're going to end up next on this list. I'll end up roasting you a second time, and I'm really going to annihilate you. Go ahead. Have the cease and desist letter ready for me. I'll just throw it away. Now, Nikki, back to you, bitch. I told you the first time I roasted you that you should have just gone back to being a TV host, having fun, hosting a fun TV show, looking pretty, having a blast. No, I get it. You're divorced. You have a kid. I get it. And WWE obviously must be paying you a shit ton of money. A ton of money. And now something else has come up, and this actually makes me friggin' sick. Rumors are going around that you've got your eye on a gentleman frickin' 20 years younger than you. Cooper DeJean from the Philadelphia Eagles. I get the Eagles are your favorite team, but god damn. This dude's old enough to be your friggin' son. Ew. I mean, look, we already got the gross, disgusting relationship between Bill Belichick and Jordan Hudson. Ugh. This, however, I'm sorry. This doesn't compute. This doesn't register with me. I hate it. Mr. Cooper DeJean, sir. And in fact, I'm going to do something right now. Hold on a minute. I'm going to look for a photograph of who I think he should date. And it's not Nikki Bella. It should not be Nikki Bella. Nikki, sorry. I'm going to do this. You can hate me for it. Here we go. I'm going to go to pictures. Okay, here we go. I got one. How about Sabrina Carpenter? She's not that much older. She's not that much older than you, Cooper. Come on now. Come on. She's beautiful. Come on. I'm putting it out there in existence. Come on, Sabrina. If you want to kind of follow in the footsteps of your lovely friends, Taylor Swift and Madison Beer, and you want to date an athlete who's probably also a good dude, go after Cooper DeJean, or Cooper DeJean, sorry. Cooper DeJean of the Philadelphia Eagles. Get him away from Nikki Bella, please. Okay, all right. I've spoken it into existence. Whether it's going to happen or not, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, fuck. Oh, God, I'm telling you. Nikki, please. Leave him alone. He's just a baby. Come on. Let's be serious. You can have your choice. Any man you want. Let's face it. Yeah, even at 42 years old, you are still drop dead gorgeous. But dating a dude old enough to be your son, if it's true, and I don't think it is, but I'm just saying, if it was. Oh, I'm telling you right now. Cooper DeJean, hook up with Sabrina Carpenter. Please. I've already put it out there into existence. Letting it out there. I'm going to be honest. I swear roasting wrestlers sometimes is hard work, but it's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it, and it's a good thing I'm the one willing to do it here. It's Nikki, I hope you lose. I hope Stephanie Vaquer retains the title. I hope she pounds her face into the fucking mat with the devil's kiss more than like 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's got to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 20 fucking times until your face is swollen. Ugh. And I hope Raquel Rodriguez picks you up and just throws you. Gets you meddled in Miss Raquel's business, and you're going to pay the price for it. I guarantee you, I'm sure next time you're going to have an egg on your forehead way bigger than the one Raquel has on hers. And that egg on Miss Raquel Rodriguez's forehead was nasty. So nasty. Oh, I want to tell you, that was crazy. But that is it for today's show. Now, if you're wondering if there is going to be an episode after Christmas, I'm kind of going to go no on that one, but just rest assured, fans, rest assured here. There will be no BTR on December 27th because, it's a Christmas weekend. We're all chilling. We're all like enjoying whatever, like any leftovers from Christmas dinner, any leftover eggnog you may have stored in your fridge from like the last Christmas, like from your Christmas party or anything, or you just want to chill out and relax, watch some playoff football watch some NFL football because there's going to be plenty of that coming up. I know that. Whew, excuse me. So, though I will be back January 3rd, new episode of BTR. So, of course, you do that. Make sure if you're on YouTube, youtube.com/ETB network, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. You can also follow this show and at BTR ETB. Of course, the ticker down here is where you can, and also you can follow me at personal Twitter at WritingCat. So I want to thank everyone for watching. Thank you, everyone who was like 9 people. It got up to 11 at one point. God damn. The show's going to keep going. I'm going to have more things are going to come up, more Continental Classic stuff, World's End for AEW. Like I said, anniversary episode of 1-year anniversary episode, Raw on Netflix, January 5th. It's going to be fun. That I know for a fact. So thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you folks January 3rd. New episode of Between the Ropes. Bye.